My older daughter, she's in Tennessee, and then my son, Brandon. So, yep. Yeah, yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, our Gary's aunt is in, and Uncle McCormick. Yeah, I'm not as far as from where Charleston is, but yeah, yeah, we had a. I remember Charleston, South Carolina, years ago. I think I went as a teenager. Yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, we are there. It is 11:15. So yeah, once again, thanks for pointing out the time that was listed. Yeah. Yeah, being that Wakalates is a shorter class, that's why on Thursdays we thought, oh, we'll just go ahead and, start at 11 instead, because we have like 15 minutes. And yeah, Thursday morning we would have that 30-minute break in between classes because Wakalates is not a full hour. So it's like, well, we'll just start, 15 minutes earlier. All right. Good morning. Surprise, Dolores came in, and we didn't realize she was back in town from all her worldly travels. All right, it is still Mindful Monday. We are Labor of Love, Fitness and Wellness. I'm Cindy. We have Dolores with us. We've missed her for the past week or two. And Tim, he'll be with us shortly. And Kathy is still with us. Yay! And we miss seeing Elisa here. It was nice to have her when she showed up. All right.
This is our gentle yoga class. This is all chair-based, some standing, mostly sitting. It's an anti-rheumatic series that I like to do, going through all parts and joints of the body, just to help keep us unlocked and functional. I'm going to take a nice breath in. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Feel the ground beneath our feet, making a connection.
Feeling our chair beneath us, supporting us. Check in with your breath. Allow yourself to breathe freely. Bring your focus to within, withdrawing from any outside. As I'm focusing on the traffic, as withdraw my attention away from outside interruptions or outside distractions. I'm going to take a nice big breath in as we reach up, and then breathe it out. And then again, we're going to breathe it in, reach up, fill up those lungs, and breathe it out. One more time. Breathe it in. We're going to bring our hands palm to palm through heart center on this one. Here we'll set our intention. What would we like to attract into our lives for this class or long term? Just meditate on that for a moment or two here. Setting that intention, we're going to breathe in and bring it through heart center one more time. Placing our hands at the tops of our thighs, we're going to move into a torso circle here, nice and easy. Unlocking that low back, taking our time. You can close your eyes or just softly gaze. making that circle the size that feels right for you. And breathe freely. One more time in this direction. And breathe. Bring it to center for a moment. Reverse that direction 4 times. Opposite direction. And checking in with our breath. If there are any outside distractions that get your attention, just bring your focus and awareness back to your breath or the movement that you're making. One more time in this direction here. And breathe. And bringing it to center, we're going to move into a spinal wave. So hinging forward, flattening that back, lengthening the spine. I'm going to adjust the position of my feet here so I can get a greater range of motion. Coming forward, chest is forward and out away from the hips, and then round it out, gently push back, round out your back, bringing the chin down and into the upper chest is an option. You get more of a lengthening of that spine, more stretching, and then bringing it forward again, nice and easy. And back 2 more times after this. No rush. We want to get a nice full range of motion, nice lengthening. Here we go. Once again, you can close your eyes or just softly gaze. You don't want to have a hard focus on anything. Softening all your facial muscles, softening all the muscles around your eyes, softening your jaw, releasing. Bring it back to center. And we're going to send our awareness down to our feet this time. Sitting back in our chairs. Allowing the back of the chair, the bottom of the chair to be very supportive. Raising both feet up off the ground. And circle those feet around in a nice size circle that feels good on your ankles. 4 times in one direction, then 4 times in the other. Reverse. Here we go. And I have 2 more. One more. And those toes pointed up towards the ceiling. I'm going to send them out and away. I feel the lengthening and the stretching across the top of my feet from the toes, and then flex them back and in, out and away. Breathe out. Breathe in as they come back in, out and away. Breathe out. Movement follows your breath, so start breathing, follow with the movement, breathing out. Last one, bringing it back. The toes are pointed up towards the ceiling once again, and then I'm going to invert the soles of my feet, bringing them in towards each other. And then rotate at the ankle, rotate them out, and then in, and out, more like that. So you'll notice we go through all the different ranges of motion, all the different directions that each joint can possibly make. There we go. All right, set those feet down. Let's focus on the toes, lift them up off the ground, spread them out as much as possible, and then lower them down, press all the toes down into the floor. You feel the arch of your feet lifting up off the floor, and then raise those toes up, spread the toes out, and then again press all the toes down against the floor. Now let's raise the big toe. Now my feet are really wanting to cramp during all this. Raise the big toe up, big toes up, away from the little toes, and then push the big toes down into the floor, and then raise the big toe up and the big toes down. Now try the pinky toes. All mine are just going to follow along, but my focus is on the little toes of each foot. Press them down, and now raise them up and press them down. It would be much easier if I was barefooted and I could look at them and say, hey, what are you doing? And raise them up. All right. So our awareness is moving from the feet. Let's go at the ankles just a little bit longer. I'm going to raise my heels up off the floor. Set them down. And then raise the heels up. Set them down. Now we'll move on up to the knees. Fully extend one leg out long. Tighten up the muscles in your thighs. And then hopefully you have space beneath your chair. Retract it back. We want that full range of motion in that knee. Full extension, muscle contraction, and then retract it back. We're lengthening those muscles that just contracted 2 more times. Knee strengthening, moving, retract it back 1 more. And last time. Okay, I find I need to come forward just a little bit more so my calf doesn't bump into the bottom of my chair here. So full extension and retract it back. There we go. Now I can get a greater range of movement in that knee. And retract it back. And you noticed even just sending one leg out and back, you're using your abdominal muscles. They engage because they have to support and hold you in place. Retract it back. Okay, from there now I'm going to hold the thigh of one. You get a different type of movement in the knee. Send that foot out and make a circle. And imagine that you're drawing a big circle out there in the air. Taking our time. Support the thigh, the upper leg, with the hands and the arms so it doesn't move too much. Reverse that direction here and go 4 times. Remember, our awareness is on the knee. It doesn't really move side to side like this, but we do get some movement. It's good for the tendons and the ligaments, for strengthening, flexing, a little bit of plasticity in the ligaments. Not much, just a little. All right, set that down. Same thing on the other. We're going to circle that foot around in the air as if we're drawing with our toes in the air. Nice size circle, stabilizing the thigh so it's not moving too much, but that knee is moving as much as it can. Make sure you're breathing freely. Reverse the direction. Here we go. Two more. One more. There we go. All right. That's about all the different directions that the knees can move. So we'll move our awareness up to the hips. Raise one knee up towards the chest. Give it a nice little hug. Breathe. Also releasing that low back here. Set it down. And then raise it up, and we're gonna send it out and open that hip. Pause briefly before you set it down. We'll get some strengthening in here as well. So we're not gonna be too quick and abrupt, letting that knee, that leg drop down. So raise it up, just pause, get that strengthening, then the hip flexor, bring it back to center, pause, set it down. Do that one more time, raise it up, pause, feel the abdominals engage, send it out, pause, and set it down. Now once again, modify as needed in case it's hurting you. You don't want that. Raise it up, bring it back, pause, and set it down. Now we'll grab that thigh again. We're working on the same leg, same hip. We're gonna, this time, allow the lower leg and the foot to follow along as we draw a circle in the air with the knee this time. And that is gonna cause the rotation in the hip. 4 times one way, and then 4 times the opposite direction. Checking in with our breath, breathe freely. Reverse the direction, here we go. And then if you make your circle big, if that feels all right, you feel it more in the hip. Or if you need to keep it small, that's okay. Whatever feels right at this moment. One more. And the reason we use our hands and our arms is because we can get a bigger movement in the hip as opposed to just relying on our muscles to do it. We can take it to the outer edges of our range of motion there. All right, the other leg. We're gonna raise that knee up, give it a hug, and then breathe in and out a couple of times here. Releasing the low back. All right, gently set it down. Here we go. We're gonna raise it up, pause, send it out to the side, pause, and set it down gently. And here we go. We're gonna raise it up, bring it in, set it down. Engage those abs, feel the strengthening, the abdominals, the hip flexors. Raise it up, send it out, open that hip, gently set it down. And here we go. Bring it back in and set it down. Okay, grab a hold of that thigh with your hands, circle it around. Just imagine that ball and socket of the hip. You're moving it. You're just getting as great a range of motion as you can without pain in that hip. Taking our time. One more. The lower leg and the foot are just kind of following along as you imagine that you're drawing a circle in the air with the knee. Reverse and go 4 times in the other direction. That foot and that lower leg just follow along. Draw a circle with the knee. There you go. 2 more. It can be as big or as small as you need it to be or want it to be. One more. There we go. Set it down. All right, step those feet wide. Apply pressure to the inside of the thighs. Open those hips a little bit more. You feel it in the hip. And then hinge forward, opening the hips. You can apply that pressure. You'll feel it opening those hips more. You'll feel it probably through the hip flexors as well. And then bringing it back to center, release. Okay, open the hips again, hinge forward. All these are options, they're suggestions, it's not mandatory. Just giving you different ideas. And then bringing it back to center, release. Okay, step those feet together. I'm going to sit back a little bit, sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to take one hand to the outside opposite of my leg there, my thigh, and do a gentle little torso twist. You can twist around gently. Don't pull and be forceful with it. You can add a little bit of pressure by grabbing your chair and applying gentle pressure. A lot of times the worst thing you can do for your back is forcing a twist. And breathe. And then same thing opposite side. Here we go. Send that hand out to the other side. Twist around, look around, and breathe. A couple of times in and out. There we go. Facing forward. I'm going to move into a side bend here. Nice and easy. I'm going to take one hand, reach those fingers gently down towards the floor as I sit up. The other arm is going to come up overhead just a little bit, and then side bend, reach one hand up and the other down, and then bring it back to center. Let's do 5 with one hand reaching towards the ceiling and the other down. Nice and easy. Engage your abdominals so they support you, especially supporting that low back. That's 3. If you need to lower your arm, that's fine. There's 4. Nice and easy, smooth and easy. Back to center each time. Here we go. Last time with the arm up. Now that one arm, bring it forward and down. Now here I'm going to do 5 more with both hands down at my sides. Working that same side, I'm going to do 5 side bends with that arm down, but towards the same side that we just worked. Back to center, smooth and easy. Breathe with it. Maybe breathe in as you bring it up to center. Breathe out as you side bend down. One more. You got it. There we go. Getting loosened up here. All right, other side of the body. I'm going to raise that opposite hand up towards the ceiling. Side bend over. I'm going to reach up with the one hand and down towards the floor with the other. Bringing it back to center. Keeping my hand up. Side bend over. Reaching in opposite directions. Bringing it back to center. 3 more with the hand up and the other down. Breathe. 1 more. Keeping our movement smooth, not jerky. All right, bring that top arm forward and down. Both hands down at my sides. And continue with 5 more side bends on that same side. Bringing it back, breathe in, and then breathe out, reach down. Breathe in, back to center. 3 more. One more. Back to center we go. There we go. All right, moving our way up. Let's focus on the shoulders. So we're in this position, we're seated, upright. Shrug those shoulders up, breathe in. Lower the shoulders down, reach the fingertips down towards the floor, breathe out. 3 more, taking our time. Reaching down, lowering those shoulders, breathe out. 2 more, breathe in, raise the shoulders up. Breathe out, lowering the shoulders. Here we go, movement follows breath. From there, we're gonna circle the shoulders. So shrug it up, send it back, down and around in a circle 4 times in this direction. Connect your breath. So as I bring my shoulders up and back, my chest is opening. That's convenient for me to breathe in. And then as my shoulders are down, rounding forward, slightly collapsing the chest, that's convenient for me to breathe out. Expanding, I'm breathing in. Slightly collapsing, breathing out. You can do it the opposite. Last one. Shrugging those shoulders up. Reverse the direction. Forward, down, back and around. Expanding, breathe in. And slight collapse, breathe out. 3 more. Try to take advantage of your full range of motion. Don't cheat yourself. If you can do it without pain, then do that so it keeps your body functional and unlocked. 1 more. Even little things around the house, if you're used to doing something with your right hand or right foot, switch it up. Try with the left. Even something as turning on a faucet, if it's the old handle style, or if you're right-handed, switch it up. Do something with your left when you're not really used to it. And then that keeps the brain engaged, makes you think. All right, from there, we're gonna move from the shoulders, focus on the elbows. So bend those elbows, put your hands at the top of your shoulders. So we need to stay in the shoulders for just a little bit longer. So we bent the elbows, but we're gonna circle them up, back, down and around, and get 1 more set of movements in those shoulders, but it involves the elbows. So as I'm opening, expanding, breathing in, slightly collapsing as the elbows come forward, breathing out. 2 more in this direction. Movement follows breath. Start breathing, follow with movement. Reverse the direction. Send those elbows back, up, forward, down, and around 4 times. Connect your breath. Try to keep the head and the neck in neutral, where you're not putting a kink in your neck. Loosen your jaw. 2 more. Relax all the facial muscles. Relax the muscles around the eyes and the brow. 1 more. Breathe. There we go. All right, now we'll send our awareness down to the elbows. So open the hands forward, extending the arms and the hands down towards the floor. Bend those elbows, bring the hands back to the tops of the shoulders. And then full extension on those elbows. It's also moving the shoulders as well. Breathe in, extend. Breathe out, retract. Let's do 2 more. Soften the eyes, soften the gaze, or close your eyes. It's up to you. Here we go. And extend, relax. Keeping our awareness at the elbows for now. We're going to support the upper arm with one hand, kind of like we supported our thighs. This is going to enable us to move that forearm out and around in a sweepy oval pattern. So we get a side-to-side movement in the elbow, so stabilizing that upper arm. You get to bend the hand at the wrist to kind of sweep across or across your face or under your chin. You got this microphone in the way. Figure it out here. There we go. That's it. Stabilizing that upper arm. Let's reverse. Now here I'm opening, sweeping out. I can breathe in. And as I close, I can breathe out. Opening, breathe in. Closing, meaning bending the elbow, coming in towards the face. Breathe out. Let's do 1 more. And breathe. There we go. All right. Other arm, same thing. Stabilize the other upper arm. Make that sweepy oval with that forearm and that hand. Sweep it around and breathe. Try to move the elbow as much as you can without pain. If you feel pain or discomfort that is borderline pain, just reduce the range of motion. Make it smaller, bringing it in or backing out of the position. Reverse the direction. Here we go. Sweep it out and around. Breathe. Working in the elbow. Here we go. All right. Let's send our arms up in cactus position. I'm going to scoot forward a little bit so I have a greater range of motion. So send those arms in cactus goalpost position, bent at the elbows, palms facing forward. Let's close the palms and the forearms and the elbows, closing out in front of you. If you can bring them, make a connection or as close as you can get. That's stretching across the back. Now open wide. We're going to stretch across the chest. Feel the shoulder blades getting close together, the muscles in your back contracting. And then here we go, closing in front. Let's breathe in as we open. Breathe out, close. Breathe in, open. Leave the hands and the arms out. Send the hands back behind you a little bit. You'll feel a difference. And then bring those hands forward and face the palms towards the floor. And then allow them to keep going. And then send them up, send them back, nice and easy. We're getting some elbow in here, shoulder. That's it, send them down. One more, open. Send them back behind just a little bit. Now open that chest Send the arms out and away gently, and then bring them down and behind a little bit. Open in the chest, lengthening the arms. Bring the hands and the arms forward and up. Lengthen, and then send them out, down, gently back behind. Let's do that one more. Breathe with it. And open, send them down and back, send them behind. There we go. As we keep our arms outstretched behind us, shoulders down, let's flex the hands at the wrists. And then one direction, bring the fingers towards the inside of the forearms, and then open and flex each direction. Flex and point, flex and point. Relax those arms. Okay, find a comfortable position. Allow the back of the chair to support you. We're going to move to the wrists. Send your hands out, extend your arms, circle those wrists 4 times, circling the hands as if you're drawing a circle in the air with your fingers. 4 times. That's it. One more. Reverse the direction 4 times the other way. Try to get a nice full range of motion in the wrists. 2 more. If your arms and your shoulders need a break, you can point those hands down closer to the floor and still circle. There we go. And let's do a little bit of flexing and pointing. Get the fingers involved. There we go. One more. Okay, one hand at a time. Send that one hand out in front of you. Open it wide and release. Open it wide. Breathe in. Close into fist. Breathe out. Let's do that 3 more times. So open wide, breathe in. Closing gently, breathe out. 2 more. One more. And close. Leave the hand out there. Bring the thumb gently down and away from the index finger with gentle pressure. You're creating a longer distance between the tip of the thumb and the index finger. Palms up and gentle downward pressure on the index finger. Feel the lengthening and the stretching. I feel it all the way down my forearm. Middle finger. Ring finger. And pinky. And then same thing, the other hand, send it out in front of you. Open it wide. Relax. Open it wide. And relax. This time open wide, breathe in. Breathe out, close it gently and softly. 3 more. Open, breathe in. Closing. Breathe out. 2 more. Open. And close. 1 more. And close. Okay. Palms facing out. Gentle downward pressure on that thumb. Flip the palm up to face the ceiling and gentle downward pressure on the index finger. And then the middle finger. ring finger, and pinky. And relax that hand. All right, find a comfortable position, allowing the back of the chair to support you. We're going to bring the chin down and into the upper chest. Feel the back of your neck lengthening and releasing. Hang out here and breathe for a moment or two. Relaxing your shoulders and your arms. Maybe you allow your head to feel just a little bit heavier and allowing it to lengthen and stretch even further. And gently look up towards the ceiling. Relax your shoulders. And then breathe it out as you bring it down and in. And breathe. And we're going to look up. And then look over to one side and down past a shoulder to the floor. Relax those shoulders, relax your arms. Try to sit centered and upright without leaning, only allowing the head and the neck to look over and down. And then roll your chin over to the other shoulder, looking down at the floor past that shoulder. And look up at the ceiling, making a circle and across. And then look gently down again to the floor past the shoulder. Or maybe you want to look just past the hip. And roll it across the upper chest to the other side again. Looking at the floor or looking past your hip. Look up, bring it to center, and then go in the opposite direction. So look back the way you came, look down at the floor, pause here and breathe. And then roll your chin across the chest. We're making a circle in the opposite direction. Here we go. Looking down. I'll look up to the ceiling again and across the ceiling, gently down towards the floor past the shoulder or the hip. And roll that chin one more time, make a full circle. Taking our time, looking at the floor, and then look up. Bring it to center, and then bring that chin down to level, facing forward. Gently bring one ear down towards the shoulder. Relax those arms, relax your shoulders, stay centered and upright with the torso. Feel the neck, that side of the neck, lengthening and releasing. And then bring it back to center, and then
Gently bring the other ear down towards the other shoulder. Feel the space from the ear to the top of the shoulder lengthening, creating more space in between while the other decreases space. Hang out here if it feels all right. Just relaxing into the stretch. And then up and over we go. One more time each side, bringing that ear gently down as we relax our arms and our shoulders. Not forcing it, just allowing it to hang heavy, allowing it to lengthen and release. Breathe, and then back to center. Last time on the other side, taking our time, making it smooth and easy, not abrupt, not forceful. Kind of hang out, allow it to lengthen. Breathe in and out. And then back to center.
There we go. Facing forward, we're going to rotate the head and the neck. So we're going to gently look over and behind with your eyes. Look behind the shoulder. Breathe. Once again, not forcing it, but you definitely want to feel the stretch. then over to the other side as we're relaxing our shoulders, relaxing the arms, looking over and behind the other shoulder. See how far back you can see with your peripheral vision while you're at it. And then back and forth one more time, just like that, each side. Checking in with your breath, make sure you're breathing freely, feeling softening. And back to the other side. And facing forward, chin level. Here, let's focus on our breath. We're going to breathe in through our nose. Fill up the lungs. See how much breath you can expand those lungs with. So breathe it in all the way to the bottom of the lungs. You'll feel your low abdomen expanding around the belly button as you breathe in, and then everything's going to soften as you breathe out. Let's expand, filling up the lungs. Breathe in and breathe it out. Now this time engage your abdominals and your diaphragm and force it out a little bit more than what you normally would. And then breathe it in, fill it up. Expand your belly and force it out. Out. Now imagine you're breathing in and you're breathing it in all the way down your legs to your toes. Send the breath down past the bottom of the lungs, all the way down your legs to your toes. And then bring it back up from the toes all the way up the legs and out. Fill it up again all the way down your legs to the toes. And breathe it out. You got it. Now breathe in. Feel your ribs, your rib cage expand from each side, side to side. One side of your body to the other, expand as you breathe in. Feel the arms move out and away as you breathe in, and then breathe out. Feel the arms softening and coming in. Do that again, breathing in, expanding the ribs, and breathe it out, softening. Now focus on your back. Breathe it in and feel your backside expand. Send it to the back. Feel expansion across your back as you breathe in, and then softening, releasing as you breathe out. Breathe it in, feel your back expand, moving out. And breathe it out. Now feel your entire torso, front, back, side to side, expanding all the way around as you breathe in. Breathe it out, releasing. And fill up your entire torso, expanding, front, back, side to side. Fill up those lungs. And breathe it out, release. Now imagine, if you would, you're breathing in from the soles of your feet, from the center of the earth. Healing nutrients, healing energy coming from the center of the earth through the soles of your feet, filling up your entire body from the inside all the way to the top of your head. Breathe it in. And breathe it out, send it back down. You're exchanging everything that your body doesn't need. You're sending it back down to the center of the earth through the soles of your feet. You're exchanging it for everything that your body does need. Fill it in, fill it up, breathe it in, fill up your body, from the feet to the top of your head again. All the healing nutrients, all the energy from the center of the earth. And exchange it out for what your body no longer needs. Send it back down. Now breathe in from the top of your head, the top of your crown, from the heavens, everything that the universe has to offer, healing energy and nutrients from the top of your head, breathing it in all the way down through to the soles of your feet. Switch it out. And breathe out what no longer serves you. Send it out into the universe, into the heavens. Now breathe it in from the top of your head one more time. Fill up your entire body with it. Fresh energy. Send out what no longer serves you. Send it out in a way to be recreated, made into something new. All right, let's take our hands and our arms. We're going to breathe in, reach up. Take as much as you need from what the earth has to offer. Bring it down through center. Breathe it in again. Take what you need, bring it in through center. That's one more time. We're going to leave our hands in prayer at heart center. Breathe in. Take what you need, bring it in and through heart center. And repeat after me. Peace for my body, peace for my mind, and peace always surrounding my soul. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Kathy, Dolores, Tim, and you at home. Thank you. Have a great day. You're welcome.